So I have been keeping this little big secret for the past few months, and I am finally ready to share. My husband and I are going short course racing. So let me explain how I got this machine and how we got to this point, because it's been a really crazy journey and our original plan didn't end up working out. And now we are here with a fully built race car. So let's go back to the very beginning a few months ago when I got this crazy idea that I want to convert my side-by-side dunes machine into a race machine. Okay. I'm about to get raw and real with you right now, and I'm gonna share something that's slightly chaotic, but let's be honest. That's my journey from being a drag strip queen to a dirt slinging rookie. I'm nervous, I'm scared. I have butterflies, and I haven't felt like this about racing in a really long time. So the plan is, I'm gonna be driving my Arctic Cat Wildcat, which I am obsessed with. This machine is set up for the dunes, okay? And we have 1 week for the first practice session of the year. So first thing I need to do is try on the gear that I have. Okay, first up, I haven't even opened this. My friends Chris and Amanda from VDE Racing up in Wisconsin sent me a package, and we're gonna see what's inside. So this is Chris's, one of his old fire suits. So you guys, like I said, I haven't been this excited to go racing in a long time. And that's even with the dragster that I did last year and the year before, it's just not the same. Right, so safety gear, good. Check that off the list. Now we've got 20 other more things to do to get this machine ready to go. So I'm excited, but it's gonna be a really short week for us to get this machine ready. So we're either gonna have our friend Brian come because he's got to weld a couple things, or we're gonna take it to his shop. I get asked all the time from people, they're like, hey, how can I start drag racing? And I'm always like, we'll go to the track, meet someone, and ask them if there's a car that's available to rent or for sale, and do that. Trying to get into any type of form of racing, you've got to just get connections. I have been able to meet some people that are local just through social media first. I feel like it's a great community. We have a lot of friends in the off-road industry, a lot of connections that can help us out. It takes a whole team. I'm very grateful for my husband, for our friends, for the partners and sponsors that we have that are also along for this journey. Good morning. Today is the day we are finally getting to go test, make some laps. I got strips on this way if I sound weird. Breakfast cooking, eggs and toast like normal with cottage cheese. I don't even know what to wear. So I've got on black and black, and there's Henry. Hi, buddy. But these are my racing clothes, because you wear black at the drag strip because you get so dirty, from the rubber and the clutch dust and the oil and the grease that builds up every single run. But we're going to a dirt track, and I don't know what to wear, but I've got on my tank top for the racetrack. But it's gonna be hot today, high 80s, which I think is gonna feel amazing because I love the heat, and I'm used to it. But the good thing is I don't have a super thick, heavy fire suit that I have to put on, so that'll be nice. I'm excited.
quad out there. Yeah, so very fun. Had a few sketchy situations. There's about 3 times. Once I did the jump way too fast and almost almost went over, and then 2 times on the turns went way too fast going into the turn, slid, went up on its side. Yeah, like I did 3 sessions and felt really good at the end there. You know, I've never been here before. I just watched YouTube videos of what this track looks like, and so we are going to probably get a race machine and go side-by-side racing.
So right after testing my side-by-side machine, my friend Justin from the Digging Deeper team offered me to test his built Can-Am at Wheatland, where they had rented out the track to prepare it for the first Champ Series race. So I jumped at the opportunity, and I'm so glad I did because I had so much fun. And his driver, Paul Wolf, taught me so much in such a short amount of time of how to drive these things on dirt and how to throw it in the corners and really push it, because the harder you drive it, the easier it can become. And so this really sealed the deal for me that this is what I want to do.
All right, I finished up my first couple of laps. Having a snack right now. This is so much fun. I was like, a few years ago when Henry was born, we came out here for a tractor pull event, and it was my first time ever coming here to Wheatland to Lucas Oil Speedway. And at that time we were sponsored by Lucas, but not anymore. And anyways, so we stayed the night here, and I remember waking up the next day and I walked around the track, or walked around the water, the lake, which is here, and walked around the side-by-side track, which is here. And it was like, one day I will get to do this, because it's just, to me, this is like amazing. It looks so much fun. Like, it takes so much skill to be able to drive these. And if anyone asks me, I'll be completely honest, it doesn't take that much skill to be a drag racer. This is so much harder. I literally have to take everything that I know about drag racing, crumple it up and write it down on a piece of paper, crumple it up, light it on fire, and throw it away, because literally nothing applies. So I am brand new. I'm learning everything. Like, I am a beginner, so I know absolutely nothing, but the Digging Deeper team has been so generous to let me come and test out their X3, and it's so much fun. And so I was out there making some laps, and I remember saying to myself, like, I remember thinking one day I'll be out here, whether to race or not, and I'm finally doing it. I finally made laps here at Wheatland. So who knows what the future holds, if I will actually ever compete, but this is just a bucket list item checked off. I'm so excited, so grateful. Well, that's it. So I did 3 testing sessions here. Oh my gosh, this is so much fun. It's such a blast. Seriously can't thank Justin and the Digging Deeper team for allowing me to come and ride their machine. Like, this is seriously so much fun. And so now I've got to figure out what I'm gonna do. Like, am I gonna turn this into a thing? Am I just gonna leave it as a hobby? I don't know. We'll see. I gotta talk to my husband, talk to my dad, figure out, financially, can we even do this? But seriously, it's so much fun. Even if this was just like a once-in-a-lifetime chance, it's so worth it.
It also opened up my eyes to the fact that we would have to do a lot more work to the current Arctic Cat machine that we have to get it race ready, because nothing on it was like the side-by-side of his that I drove. So after telling my husband how much fun I had, that I decided that we would keep my machine for the dunes, because that is my favorite thing ever, and instead look for a race machine. So even though I have very little experience with other brands out there, I had my mindset on getting another Arctic Cat because I just love it. And do you know what? The perfect one just came for sale right before that. So the day before Easter, we drove up to Wisconsin to purchase this one that was owned by Jake Jorgensen, who raced it in the Champ Series. So we know it is set up perfect for what we want to do with that series maybe.
Almost home. We've got like 3 hours left. I just finished up driving, but man, it looks good. I love how the green chrome looks when the sun hits it. Yeah, we'll go home at like 10:30 tonight, and then we've got family coming over, so probably won't even get to touch this tomorrow, but soon.
So even though this machine is built for racing, it's race ready, there was a few things that we still needed to do to it to get it ready for us. So that included a new roof, the number plates, and getting driving gear for my husband and radios, and there was a leak in the front diff that we had to fix. So big shout out to Doug at Rugged Radios. He helped me so much. He was able to answer all of my questions and help me figure out exactly what items we did need that were missing from this machine for our comms.
It's testing day. Day is finally here. We are loaded up. It's 6 a.m. Got up at 5, ready to go, and it's already super hot and humid out. So I'm gonna look like crap today, but whatever. I don't care. That's not the point. The point is getting seat time and finally putting this machine on the track. I can't wait. Okay, so just finished up my first practice lap. There is a noticeable difference between the Can-Am and the Arctic Cat, which the Can-Am is turboed, this one is not turboed. Yeah, it's so much fun. It feels so good. So Adam's gonna go, and then I think Colin's gonna go, and then it'll be my turn again. Well, I crashed it. It was only my second lap. First lap, you know, went kind of easy. Second lap was like, okay, time me, because I want to see how fast I can actually get to go. Like, am I gonna be competitive at all? And turn 1, 2, 3 were great, and then I did the tabletop jump. Was full throttle as soon as I landed, and just hit the brakes to turn. I didn't lift off the gas, but I was too far wide, and the marbles just took me straight into the wall, and it broke the wheel. So we are done for testing. So it's been about, gosh, I think 2 weeks since we took this thing out for testing and destroyed the wheels. So we had to wait for new wheels and tires and a trailing arm to come in. So we've got all that. So today we are going to install, mount, and just get ready for the race, which is in 2 weeks. Just want to be raw and real and vulnerable and honest about what it is, because there's so much to this that I don't know. Even though we do have side-by-sides that we ride for fun at the dunes, it's not the same as having a race car, right? So I want to make sure that I just share everything, so that way if you are following along and if you're interested, hopefully you can learn as well, but hopefully also for those that are more experienced, you can tell me what I'm doing wrong and what I need to learn, because I would truly appreciate that.
So thankfully, our friends in the short course world have been so helpful in leading us in the right direction, because Adam and I have no clue what we are getting into. So I come from drag racing, he comes from dirt bikes. So this is new for both of us, even though we have had side-by-side machines to ride for fun at the dunes and in the trails in the past. This is completely different, and we didn't know that in the beginning. We just thought we just had to change, tires and suspension and we would be good to go. But with racing, there is so much more to it, and we are learning as we go. One thing that unfortunately happened while we were going through this process of getting my other machine race ready before we got this is that the track closest to home to us, that is the Adrenaline Motorplex in Adrian, it closed and it sold before the first race could even happen. So that's why we were in such a rush to get my dunes machine ready to race in that first event, but it didn't even get to happen. So, and that's something that I've been seeing a lot in the drag racing world, is that tracks are being sold and abandoned because of inflation or because of the price of the property is very high and appealing to, warehouses and buyers and all that. So even just the fact that there is also residential properties being built up around tracks, and people are complaining about the noises that's happening, late nights and weekends from the races. So I'm not saying that drag racing is a dying sport or anything like that. It's just that I guess this is something affecting all motorsports. And so that is what happened to us. We had originally planned on being able to race at 3 racetracks that are close to home. And now we just have one, which is Wheatland. It's 2 hours away. And the second one is a possibility, but most likely, I know for now, we're just gonna really focus on getting really good at Wheatland, because we don't know if that track is actually gonna have another series. So we're just gonna be focusing on Wheatland, and then that is a plan to finish up the season there this year, and then maybe do the Champ Series next year. Now, I can't finish this video without thanking the people who have helped us on this journey just to get to this point, which has taken so much time and money and effort. So first, my friend Colin, my friend Amanda and Chris from VDE Racing, and Justin and Paul from the Diggin' Deeper team, they have all really helped with clarity and understanding of a potential long-term career with the Champ Series. But also, what the heck do we even need to get started just to race at our local track? So my biggest tip to anyone who is an aspiring racer, no matter what motorsport you are in, is to just put something out there. Reach out to a friend or someone you may know, or just make a new connection. Bring people into your journey and have them help you create your story, because you never know what opportunities are going to pop up from there. Also, I have to give a big thanks to our friend Brian, because without his help working on this machine, we literally wouldn't be going to the race this weekend. Everyone has been so supportive, and I'm just so stoked to be back on the track at Wheatland. And to be honest though, my biggest fear is being around other drivers. I hear, rubbing is racing, but with my background, I'm used to being in a lane of my own with nobody else close that could hit me. So I keep overthinking it, and I know that is holding me back already, even though I haven't even been there yet. So just because of the little bit of, I've had a little bit of experience around racing with others with go-karts, but I was always at the back of the pack and I wasn't competitive with it. Where already with this, I already feel so much more comfortable and confident with the machine. And this is a stock class, so you know, it's all about the driver, but I feel like I have a really good chance because I already am having so much fun and feel really good driving this machine. So who knows, if I can just get out in the front and then just stay out there, I don't even have to worry about anybody else, right? But who knows, I'm a rookie. This is my very first race. I'm brand new to this, but I don't know, I have just a really good gut feeling about this. So that's it. We are loading this up and getting ready to head out to the track, and I'm so freaking excited. Like, I don't think you can tell how excited and nervous I am, but at the same time, I feel like this is my calling. And I had this feeling for, you know, I haven't had this feeling for drag racing in a long time. So hopefully this weekend I do really good and I don't hit any walls because that was so expensive to fix. And most importantly though, we just want our family to have fun and enjoy this because we really want Henry to love racing like we both do. And we feel like this could be it. So make sure you follow me on Instagram and Facebook. That's where I will be posting the race results immediately. And then come back here to my YouTube channel for when I share the recap video. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel because it helps me out so much because it lets me know what style you like. And also it helps you know so that way you never miss an episode. And I am going to try to be posting more consistently, like 2 videos a month. It's a lot of work. So I would appreciate it if you leave a comment below on your thoughts on this video. If you have any critique or any driving tips, that would be helpful. And also just let me know what you want to see next time. So hopefully you see me on the podium. What are you doing?
I'm saying I'm having a flashlight.
Splash bubble party?
Yes. Want to see my flash bubble party? Watch, Mom.
I'm watching.
It's a flash bubble party.
Well, you didn't make very many bubbles.
And then it just shows like a little flat, like.
Henry, is this your car? Are you going super fast? Are you gonna do some big jumps?